Next, sharing his story is Sam Lee. Sam is a confidence coach and author of The Social Way. He helps introverts, shy people, and anyone who lacks confidence to improve their people skills so that they can confidently connect with anyone at business networking events and beyond. Sam's mission is to make introverts, shy people, and anyone who lacks confidence to get out of their comfort zone and connect with confidence. Now, we're going to change the format for this segment, and we're going to move into an in conversation with Sam and Jane. So I'll ask Sam and Jane to please take their seats. And Sam will be in conversation with Jane about The Social Way and the second book he is currently working on, due for release in 2020.
Okay, Sam, now this is great. How are you feeling? And do you remember I talked about the hero's journey earlier? This is for Sam quite the journey. Quite the journey. He's finished the book. He came to me when the book was already finished, and it was all about how can we get the word out there about the book. And I said, well, I think we've got to get on stage at the State Library and talk about what you've done, Sam, and why you've done it and who you can help. So that's where we'll start. Have we got the... that's right, yes, we do have the right slide. Now, I want to ask you firstly, Sam, what motivated you to write The Social Way?
Hello, you can hear me? Okay. So basically, what motivated me to write this book was coming from a very shy, introverted, and a lack of confidence background. I actually want to help them, the people that were in my shoes before as well. So people who are lack of confidence, who are introverted and very shy in a way. And I know Joe is one of those people that really break out of his introvert and really going to try to become an extrovert, in a way. So what really made me write this book is really it's just like a self-help guide for those people that are more shy, introverted, and really go outside to connect in this outside world. We live in a very digital age world now, and everyone's using their smartphones, especially the millennials. I'm a millennial myself, and I always use a phone. And I really want to help them to, instead of just sitting in their cubicle playing around the phones, to go outside to connect in this outside world today. So yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I read this book. And coming from a sales background, I've been doing sales for over 10 years now. So I've been doing corporate, retail, real estate, and as well as direct selling. And it's through sales that actually helped me to personally develop myself, to get out of my comfort zone, speak in front of people, and actually get that shyness and nervousness away. Because it's not easy to come on stage to actually speak in everyone. So what really inspired me in the sales industry is because you're always in the front line end of things. So you're always speaking to new clients, new people, and you're basically connecting with them. And one thing that you're supposed to do is supposed to sell yourself more instead of selling the product or service. And it's all about your first impression that matters towards people.
Actually, Sam, that's you segue into my next question, because one of the chapters in your book that I really love is making a good first impression. Will you tell us what are the key things to focus on in terms of making a good impression when we meet somebody for the first time, perhaps at a networking event?
Just one question for everyone. Has anyone been to a network event before? Yep. And how was your first impression? Like, is it very daunting meeting new people, or is it very, are you thinking it's easy, or you think it's nervous? I was pretty nervous before when I first went to a networking event. It's not an easy process. So just to answer your question, say for example, I went to a lot of networking events, and I used to work as an event manager for a networking event company. So I know a lot of people give me a lot of feedback, such as very nervous, and some people say the wrong things. I don't like how they say things, etc., etc. So basically, making a great first impression is making an entrance and all the way to making a graceful exit. So it could be how to nail your first impression can be dressing for success, how you look in person, as well as your mindset, your attitude, to have more positivity in yourself, and especially be more enthusiastic. Show that you're really want to connect with them, so they can feel that positive energy, like what
Angel.
Angel
Angel
did.
said.
Yeah, it's all about the positive vibe, that really big energy that actually positively impacts upon people.
It reminds me of what Sue Barrett was talking about earlier, also, Sam, that idea of that you're getting out of your own head. It's not about you, it's that you're showing interest in the person that you're meeting. And sometimes the nerves can stop us from being able to do that. The nerves, that's the problem. The nerves take you inside. And it's about the ability to just take your focus back outside. That person doesn't want you to fail. They don't want you to feel uncomfortable. So it's, as you say, mindset. It's about don't talk yourself out of the fact that people are generally, will be interested to meet you. But I know where you're coming from. I totally used to avoid networking like crazy, because just that awkwardness of you've got to bust into a group of people who are already talking and.
Yeah, so just something about when you make an entrance, it's all about greeting the person and really performing a very confident handshake, because when you shake someone's hand, it portrays what kind of personality type you are, how confident you are as a person, you want to connect with them, and as well as really shows a person how genuine and sincere you want to speak to this person, so you can be in a win-win situation both.
What's a good handshake, Sam?
A good handshake is basically it has to be firm, has to be like you at least shake it at least 1 or 2 times, pump it 1 or 2 times, and basically shake for around 3 or 4 seconds when you see someone, especially when you're meeting clients, just to show your professionalism. It's just basically the duration, and as well as how long you shake the person's hand for. So I really encourage you to shake it with confidence. Do a firm grip, not too hard and not too soft as well. Just in the middle is perfect. And basically people will see that confidence in you when you actually see someone for the first time.
Now, at the moment, Sam, of course, we're looking at repurposing your book, which is really for a general audience and targeting now a business audience. Tell us a little bit why you're doing that and what's the difference, essentially.
So the first book, if you want to have a look at my book later on, I've got it in the bag, so I'll show it to you later on. So I'm repurposing my first book called The Social Way: 8 Powerful Steps to Transform Yourself into a Friend Magnet. So that's directed for a general audience, like Jane said. And I'm repurposing the book right now for a business audience, business owners. So it's basically for corporate people who want to climb up the ladder, and as well as small business owners that want to improve their people skills so they can connect with people. Basically, towards the small business owners, it's all about building relationships with people, and it's the science behind the people skills that will actually convince people to work with you. So, say for example, like you're in a small business, and if you want, so this book's directed for those that want to build better relationships with their business partners, sponsors, affiliates, referrals, you name it all. It's all about the people skills, how you talk to them, how you speak to them, and how you connect with them.
And you're talking in the book about confidence, of course, aren't you? What are some tips that you can give people about how to build their confidence?
Okay. Number one thing is if you're meeting someone new or you're going to a networking event, I would suggest you to prepare in advance. So what I mean by that is prepare, like how would you greet someone, what kind of things you would want to say to them, the things that will be positive towards them, and the negative things that you should try to avoid when you speak to them. So in terms of that, yes.
Earlier on in the event, actually, we heard about a safe place. Joel is creating a safe place. It's come up a couple of times. You're also now giving people an opportunity to practice in a safe space as well, Sam, with the workshops that you're setting up based on the material in the book. So tell us just a little bit about that.
Yep. So basically, I wrote. So I started a workshop to help people to connect with confidence. So people like who are less confident, they're shy, introverted in a way. and basically the books here, if you want to read the book, it's just a self-help guide if you want to read it in your own space. Whereas the Connect with Confidence workshop that I'm implementing, I've got all the content already done and it's launching already. So basically it helps people to learn how to connect with other people in a safer environment. So you won't have to go like wing it outside when you meet newer place. So this is like a preparation in advance for you to really go outside to really network. And yeah, so the Connect with Confidence, inside the Connect with Confidence workshop, you were learning how to do a first impression, like what I said earlier, to improve your what you're saying, what you need to say, what not you need to say, as well as the handshake and the greeting. And it's all about the first 3 seconds, because there's a saying that people get a first impression of you when they look at you for the first 3 seconds. It's backed by science. So yeah, that's really what you need to do, like to really make a great first impression. And inside the workshop, so it deals with connecting with other people, starting a conversation with other people, what to say and what not to say, and as well as the body language as well. Body language is very important when you speak to people. So you try to perform eye contact, more open gestures that you should, best practices to use, and as well as the closed gestures that you should avoid. So more eye contact, stop using the phone more, put it in your pocket, turn it off, put it silent, and really, nail that first impression towards people.
And, you know, for confident people, it feels strange to be hearing these kind of nuts and bolts sort of things, but they are nuts and bolts things that if you can be comfortable doing them, at least you can get out there. And the more you get out there, the more confident you will be. But what I want to say, Sam, is that I acknowledge you for your, you're a humble hero as far as I'm concerned in terms of the hero's journey. Is you've come out of your comfort zone now. You've come out of your comfort zone in terms of setting up a business. You're now creating an environment for people to come into on the basis of you're not putting yourself out as an expert. You're someone on the journey too, and you want to just create the place where other people on the journey can come, be supportive and work together. And that's really, really, really to be acknowledged, Sam. I think it's wonderful what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you, Jane. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone. When people see you came from like a very shy, a very lack of confidence background, and basically you're coming up here, getting out of your comfort zone, taking a leap of faith, and that's how people can get inspired, and they want to be the same as well. So it's about, I'm not saying that I'm the best, like what you said, expert. I'm here to say that you just basically get out of your comfort zone more, and then teach people, like they see you already, like from inspiration wise. So it's really
and that you care. Frankly, Sam, you've cared enough to write the book and to start the workshops and to put your energy in. So I'd like to, acknowledge Sam.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So just with the workshop, it's in your folder if you're interested to come to my workshop. It's a 1-day workshop, and basically I'll give an exclusive, a good prize for people who attended Jane Turner's offer showcase. And I thank Jane for having me here. She's a very successful mentor, and basically I'm just working with her to repurpose my second book, and hopefully, basically spread the message. And hope you can go through Jane as well, because she's a very talented mentor.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. But great work.